1, 2, 3. Let's talk about Tom Petty.
All right, cool. So whoever owns this store, it's got a lot of history with music because Keith Ferguson, Houston bassist, who I used to follow, used to play over at the Fitzgerald's back in the 80s, early 80s, and before the T-Birds made it nationally or worldwide. I remember going there and watching them, the tailgaters, horn hours. That was kind of my hangout. And Stevie Ray Vaughan would always play there. And I would always say, I'll catch Stevie next, I'll catch him next time, I'll catch him next time. And the sad part is I never saw him live, never got a chance to see him live. And I would go see the T-Birds. Then the next night, someone would say, "Oh, Stevie was just here hanging out, playing." That's unfortunately, I never got to see him, but saw the tailgaters and T-Birds all the time, and you could actually walk up there and talk to them. They're very accessible. And here's a really cool album cover of The Waiting. It's kind of been one of my totems in life where, Tom Petty was very astute about his music and his fans, and that particular album cover came after Dan the Torpedoes, which was a big success. And so the record company thought they would turn up the price of the album by $1 on Tom's fame and success at the time. And Tom wouldn't have it, and I think that's why he's a hero of the rock and roll rebellion. I'm not taking that from the establishment. You're not going to turn the price of the record up on my art. And there's a famous Rolling Stone art where he's ripping the dollar in half. And so this is called The Waiting. One of my favorite albums, but really the album that really stuck with me was the picture of, and I kind of based that record store days, the song itself off of looking and staring at that album cover and just seeing the deep red background and him holding that Rickenbacker guitar and just staring at the colors and at the time it was playing, and I remember being young enough and not having that $6 to spring for it, so I was kind of waiting to cut a few more yards to get it, and I finally got it, but The Waiting is a very pivotal part of my upbringing because Tom held out, he stuck to his guns, and that's part of that rock and roll attitude. I'm not gonna give in. And of course, there's great music on the way, and he was probably at his prime at that time. Very inspirational for young people listening to his music at the time.